What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron. It is time for New Music Friday. Going to be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of April 18th. And as always, if I miss something you're looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoyed this video, you want to help me out, you don't want to miss out on anything else, you want YouTube to continue recommending my videos to you in your recommended section, which is basically what the algorithm is, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps out so much more than you could ever imagine, and I just appreciate that a lot if you guys could do that for me. And also, if you want to support me further, you go subscribe and ring the bell icon. That goes a long way also. But moving on now, let's talk about some new music. There wasn't really a whole lot of releases this week. And in order to keep New Music Friday going, I decided to kind of fill it up with a lot of bands that don't really get the spotlight too often, bands that aren't well known, who don't have that many listens on Spotify, who aren't that big. And the first one is titled Ancient Death. They're releasing their new album titled Dissolution. This is a death metal band that's been around since 2019, so about 6 years, and they only released the EP in 2022, and they're finally releasing their debut album. And listening to that EP, it is fantastic. It has some Doom qualities in there that I enjoy quite a bit. They only have like 2,500 Spotify listens, which is insane because these guys are so freaking good. If you're not that interested in this album or whatever, go listen to that EP because it's so good. The production is fantastic in it. They do everything right. Not everything's super crystal clear, and it just works so well. We also get a new album from Superheaven, which is their self-titled album. I'm very much excited for this. I mentioned in other videos that I love that shoegaze, grunge, or grunge gaze, or whatever it is you want to call it, that they have. And this album, at least judging from the singles, it has a little bit of a Deftones kind of vibe to it, which is going to be so freaking good. The atmosphere in it's going to be great. And this is also kind of a treat. This band does have a lot of listens on Spotify, a lot, but it has been 10 years since they released the album. Literally 2015 was their last album that they released. So yeah, this is kind of a special moment this week. We get a new single from We Came as Romans titled Bad Luck. Unfortunately, to me, this band has kind of fallen off after A Cold Like War, which was kind of... It was kind of on, it was moving in that direction. They became kind of generic and boring, but their audience has been growing, so I don't really see them changing that. I mean, they sound, I hate making this reference, but I mean, Holy Hell and All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us are still just dominating what metalcore sounds like. And unfortunately, We Came as Romans is another band that fell right into it, especially their vocalist. I can't remember his name. He's so freaking good, and he just does. He's one of the best, I feel like, in the genre. But yeah, I mean, he's starting to sound like almost exactly like Architects, and it's kind of sad because this is one of my favorite bands. We also have a new single from The Devil Wears Prada titled For You. This band was honestly kind of in the same boat, but they redeemed themselves with Color Decay, which is a brilliant album. I was expecting it to suck, but it's so freaking good, especially since they had to redeem themselves after The Act, which I know a lot of you guys are gonna want to slap me in the face for saying that, but yeah, I mean, they made a really solid comeback. They released another zombie EP, and it was fantastic as well. I don't know how the single is going to go, though. It might just be radio play stuff, have absolutely nothing to do with what the sound was on Color Decay. I'm not sure. I know personally I don't really care for singles that much, and The Devil Wears Prada's singles even less, so yeah, I don't really think I'll personally enjoy this one, but I am excited that there's new music coming out from them. We also have a new single from Rivers of Nihil titled Water and Time. I've been really struggling to get into their newer stuff since they lost their vocalist, Jacob something, Jacob D. I think his last name started with a D. He's actually a personal friend of mine, and it made me very sad that he had to leave the band. And yeah, the stuff they started releasing afterwards, it just wasn't really, I was really vibing with it. After The Work, which was a very divisive album, very, very theatrical. A lot of people didn't really care for them that much, but then they started to release newer stuff, and it just kind of fell even further away from me. But their last single they released, titled House of Light, was brilliant. It was so good. And honestly, It's kind of given me hope for the new direction that this band is moving in with their vocalist, Briggs. I can't remember his first name, but he basically, or the bassist, he basically writes all of their music and he does the vocals. And now he's able to write everything and sing it pretty much, or maybe not the music, but the stories. He writes all the stories and the concepts, and just, yeah, it's pretty cool that he finally gets to sing the music. But I mean, it's some pretty good stuff. It's definitely growing on me over the past couple months, where first I was like, I can't stand this band anymore. We get a new single from Blue Shift titled Echo of You. For those of you who are really into Era, me personally, I am. It's one of my favorite metalcore bands. This is going to be right up your alley. They have the super soaring high, beautiful cleans, rough growls, and colorful melodies that, dare I say, are genty. I mean, it's such good songwriting, especially in the music. And Blue Shift is at the same time very original sounding, which I enjoy a lot. They're fairly underground. I think somebody requested me to do a review on them like when my channel very first started back in 2020. And yeah, they only have like 3,000 listens a month, which is criminal, because if you give these guys a chance and you listen to them, you're going to be blown away, because this is like, they're like Era. I mean, they're just that freaking good. We also have a new single from Vildhjarta. The name of this song is in German, and it's plus question mark. I think it's Regnet, the question mark plus, and it means the rain in German. This is another very underrated band. I'm very much guilty of not giving them enough credit, and honestly kind of forgetting that they exist until they release something new. Usually it's because I feel like they're in like Meshuggah's shadow. I personally like them more though, because the music they make is just, it's so good, and it's a little bit more digestible. I think Meshuggah could be kind of rough, man. Like if you got a headache or if you're feeling stressed out, at least for me personally, I can't get into Meshuggah. It's too much. It's too much, man. Too much for my brain. And I feel like Vildhjarta kind of like is a little bit, like they kind of ease you into it, especially their past couple albums. They've been fantastic. And with this new single, it gets me very excited for their next album that they're working on. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything I missed, leave a comment below. And I'm kind of giving credit to bands that aren't that big. So even if it's a band that you're excited about that's pretty small, like Blue Shift only has 3,000 listens a month, which is literally nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, leave a comment below letting us know what it is so we can all give it a listen and discover some new music. And also let me know what you want me to review next. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to give it a like. If you want to help support me further than that, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Doing any of that helps me out tremendously. And I just thank you guys so much for joining me for another segment of New Music Friday. And yeah, sticking around and just listen to me talk about music. And just every single Thursday you guys show up, and it's pretty amazing. I thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a good rest of your night or day whenever you have to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.